welcome back to the show. Well, Sandra Bevacqua is a PhD in molecular and cellular biology and a women's health specialist. She educates women and their healthcare providers in understanding the complexities of women's healthcare needs.
And she joins us now to tell us more. And I know the last two times that you have come on, we've tackled different issues, and we're going to talk about some other kind of pelvic health related things that many women are dealing with, including pelvic pain, maybe some sexual dysfunction. What can we talk about with these two?
Well, thank you for having me on again. I really appreciate being here. And I wanted to tell you, well, remind you, first of all, that the pelvic health issues include urinary incontinence, other types as well, pelvic organ prolapse, which we talked about last time, and also chronic pelvic pain and sexual dysfunction. And these problems are very, very prevalent. Pelvic pain, first of all, is one that is defined by having moderate to severe pain below the belly button, in the abdominal area for 6 months at least, and it can last for years and years. And it turns out that 1/3 of all women will have pelvic pain sometime in their life, and that 1 out of every 7 women have pelvic pain right now between the ages of 18 and 50, so that age range. And historically, this problem was thought to be a neurological problem or psychosomatic. It's all in our heads, right? And it turns out that some very, very simple reasons why women might develop pelvic pain, mechanical issues that can be very, very easily addressed. And I want to get the word out that these are not problems that women need to suffer with. And we know that at least half of the women that have had a normal birth are going to have pelvic prolapse, and many of those will have incontinence as well. Many of them are developing pelvic pain. And 3 out of every 4 women that have pelvic pain will not ever receive any help from that. They don't receive medical help. So some women will go for surgery, and they have these surgeries now where they can snip the nerves that service the whole abdominal area. But it turns out that only 1/3 of the women that go through the surgery clear the pain. And some actually end up with more pain afterwards. So it turns out that some very, very easy ways of addressing these issues. And the sexual dysfunction, it turns out that sexual dysfunction is more prevalent in women than it is in men. And that's a big surprise, but there's all these medications for the men, but there's nothing for women. And sexual dysfunction is characterized by pain during or after having relations, the inability to achieve orgasm, and possibly low libido as well. So these issues are very, very prevalent. We know, but we don't know exactly what the numbers are yet, because most people suffering are not reporting their problem, as you can imagine. So many people are suffering and not getting any care.
And these issues that you're talking about specifically today with the pelvic pain and the sexual dysfunction, is there any kind of connection with urinary incontinence?
There is a huge connection. In fact, many of the women that have pain and sexual dysfunction will have urinary incontinence, and it turns out that the mechanical problems in the pelvic floor that cause one cause the other, and in some cases. There also are hormonal aspects that need to be attended to. But every woman is different, and every woman has a different way of coming back to her normal function as well. Yeah. So yes, there's definitely a big connection. And we do know that these problems are very, very prevalent, especially the urinary incontinence. That's the biggest problem of all. 78% of our older women have some kind of pelvic health disorder, and most of them have urinary incontinence. So these are issues that can be addressed. They can be cleared up without surgery, without medications. And I wanted to get the word out.
Well, you want to get the word out, and you also have something for our viewers as well.
Yes, I do. I want, my heart goes out to those that are suffering, and so what I'm doing is I'm offering free 10-minute consultations. Just contact the office and schedule 10 minutes, and at least I can get you started in a direction. If a woman calls in and she just is not sure where to go or how to deal with what she's doing, I can get her directed in the right way and teach her a little bit about what's going on in her body, and maybe give her some references and such. And also I have a book that I've written. It's 20 early warning signs of of pelvic health disorders, and it's available for free for those that want to go onto the website and register.
Excellent. Dr. Sandy, I think it's so great what you do for women, and I can't tell you how much it's appreciated that you come on and you talk about these difficult issues and very important issues for women. So thank you so much for being on.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
And you can receive the 20 early warning signs of pelvic floor disorders for free by registering online at pelvicbowlofsteel.com or call 743-0575 for a free 10-minute appointment to discuss your concerns.